Hey everybody, it's me, it's the Chad and Big D, and the boys are back again. It's a big week, unfortunately, in WWE, for all the wrong reasons. Nothing's good going on. I mean, Payback's coming up. But unfortunately, this week we lost Hall of Famer Terry Funk. And definitely future Hall of Famer, Bray Wyatt.
For sure. Like, already talk of him being the next entry into the Hall of Fame next year. But yeah, sadly, Bray Wyatt passed away on the weekend. He was 36 years old. Apparent heart attack. Just shocking news.
Yeah, four young kids.
Yeah, 4 young kids. Our thoughts and prayers out to his wife, his family, his friends.
The Rotunda family, for sure.
Rotunda family, yeah.
He comes from a great wrestling family,
Yes,
the Rotundas, the Wyndhams, they're all...
People that don't know, his father was IRS in WWF days, and his dad, his uncle, Barry Windham. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, it's just a solemn kind of start to Rassle This. But
for sure. I mean, this is, honestly, in the last little while, I mean, this has been the worst week in professional wrestling for me. It's, you got to hug your loved ones, man, and just, you never know. 36 years old.
Yep.
So thoughts and prayers to him. And Terry Funk, he passed away this week too.
Yeah, 79.
79. That's crazy.
Not as shocking, but still.
But still, it's hard, especially, again, for my age, because, I mean, he's the guy we grew up.
Well, 39. Right?
Well, yeah, I'm 39. No, but I mean, you had classic matches between him and Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah. All the NWA matches he had.
All the NWA matches, and being, Mick Foley's.
Yep, his run with Mick Foley and Chainsaw Charlie.
Totally. And WWF. They had the death matches over in Japan, and then he came across the pond and worked for WWE. Well, like you said, Chainsaw Charlie. So
if you haven't, a great documentary, Beyond the Mat. It's one of the most famous wrestling documentaries, and Terry Funk's one of the subject matters of the film, and it really shows you what a sweetheart he was. He didn't like people to know, because he's a rough and tough Texan, but deep down,
genuine guy.
Oh yeah, just a sweetheart. He's just a model citizen, and just loved his family and all that. Just an overall great guy. So
and then complete opposite in the ring.
Yeah,
maniac.
which is typical.
No, it was great. And I mean, he's one of the first, I don't want to say senior wrestlers, but I mean, he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
In his run with Mick Foley in the WWE. And I mean,
he won the ECW title when he was 51 or 52.
Exactly. But I mean, to see him do a second rope moonsault onto some guys at 50 years old is just
crazy.
I wouldn't do that now. You wouldn't do that now.
No, not at all.
No.
But yeah, so that's kind of the sad start to the show, but kind of to get things uplifted here, we went to Raw.
Yeah, exactly.
The Raw is the Chad.
The Raw is Chad for sure. It was an amazing day. We actually recently won tickets through Chinlock Wrestling here in town. Thank you again, Chinlock.
Yeah.
And it was just a great way for us to end off the summer.
Yes.
It's been a great summer of wrestling for us. So it was in Quebec City. So if anybody whoever doesn't know, we live here in Amherst-View, Ontario, which is just outside of Kingston, which is also 5.5 hours away from Quebec City.
Yeah.
So we packed up the douche wagon with belts and signs.
Yep.
And a couple Timmy's coffees, and we headed our way down to Quebec City.
Yeah.
So
just what a place too. It's a new arena, the Videotron. It is huge, and from the outside, it looks like a giant egg.
Yeah.
Just like a big giant egg.
For sure. I mean, we had such an amazing time. Unfortunately, where we were sitting, I don't know if they allowed signs, but we brought 8 signs?
Oh, probably.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We weren't allowed signs where we were, which sucks because Chad worked so hard on them.
I did.
But,
all the ideas.
Yeah.
Big D is
the art department over here.
Yeah, exactly.
But
no, we had some great signs though.
We did. Rougeau's for Hall of Fame.
Rougeau's for Hall of Fame.
All the Chinlock wrestlers. We wanted to,
exactly. And for us, Rassle This.
Yes.
I mean, we brought the Rassle This title 1 and 2.
Yep. That's
T-shirts. We dressed up completely. We'll put some pictures, during this episode as well. You'll see a lot of the excellent time. But man, what a show! I mean, it was our
it was
first.
incredible.
It was my first.
It was our first live event.
Yeah.
Like live televised event.
Exactly.
I had never been. You'd never been.
We've been to some house shows before. Those were great, but this was off.
Never on that
chart.
scope. You know, there must have been close to 20,000 people there.
Yeah.
The opener, like Sami Zayn came out and he kind of did a cold open, stood in the ring, let the crowd cheer, chant, and it went on
for 10 minutes.
Not in a bad way. Like it was so loud. It sounded like a bunch of bees buzzing in your ear.
Yeah.
And just the ole ole oles and like Sammy, and like it was just crazy.
Off the chart.
Like you could feel the electricity.
Yeah.
You know, like the roar of the crowd and the energy and everything.
And the best part about this is we had floor seats.
Yeah.
Which was a stone's throw away from, and it was just like
he was right there.
Like 10 feet.
Yep.
You know, again, being that close, you get to feel the energy of the crowd because you're right in that spot. You get it all behind you.
Yep.
Just like you said, amazing. Like the Sami Zayn chant was great.
Yep.
And then out pops KO, and it just
that was awesome. So KO returned, and like we went nuts, of course.
Yeah.
And the matches were great. Like what I found weird was that just like how they deal with commercials, like what you see on TV is totally different versus live. So
definitely.
You know, the Miz would come out and then it would just cut to black and he'd be in the ring with like the house lights out and they're playing like some ad on the Titantron and the Miz is just like circling
around chirping at fans.
Yeah, chirping at fans, but like in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, the main event, it was 6-man tag. It was originally supposed to be KO and Sami Zayn against Judgment Day. Well, there was some shenanigans and a brouhaha, and somebody hit somebody with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Help me out. KO hit Damian Priest.
His anger management issues.
So it was a disqualification, but then Cody Rhodes came out, of course, and kind of
turned into a 6-man.
And it was a great match.
Ooh.
But for me, match of the night was Gunther and Chad Gable.
Oh my goodness,
that was just
off the charts. Pop. Oh. At the end, when Gable won, got the 10 count.
Yep.
Was unbelievable.
It was.
And if you honestly, like, you hear Gunther's chops on TV.
Nothing like live.
Live, it was just... It
honestly sounds like he's just slicing through meat. You know? Like,
totally.
Just like that sound.
And when, Chad Gable got out of the ring, you could see the handprints.
He had a legit...
You got chopped by Jacques Rougeau.
I did.
Like...
I could not imagine.
I think that my chest would have caved in from a Gunther chop.
Oh God, yeah, for sure.
I'm not lying. Like I'm glad we got rid of the "I'll take a chop."
We'll take a chop. Yeah,
VIP.
We had a sign that said "We'll take Gunther chop for VIP pass." But their match was awesome. It was a classic wrestling match. Classic wrestling match.
Yeah.
Taking each other down, lots of holds. Like it was probably like the new generation of wrestling fans probably didn't like it because it wasn't flippy and all these.
It was
high flying.
It was a lot mat based.
Yeah, very mat based, very old school, and that's why I love Gunther. You know, he's just that old school wrestler,
old school heel for sure.
Yeah,
and so Chad Gable, what an amazing athlete!
Oh God, yeah,
like just the moves he pulled off in and out of the ring.
Not only that, but just like he was throwing Gunther around a couple times, like picking him up, suplexing, body slamming, like he's nothing. And Gunther's a huge guy.
Yeah, and especially when you see them live, you actually see the size difference. And there's
how tall Gunther is.
4 or 5 inches difference between Gable and Gunther.
Easily.
Not to mention the 75 or extra 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But no, that was...
And Gunther's trimmed down. Imagine when he was bigger.
Exactly.
God. But that was match of the night for me.
Yeah, squash of the night, Rhea Ripley.
Yes, yeah. What I didn't, if I had to critique it at all, is like the women matches were just kind of like in, squash, done, that kind of thing.
There was not
the tag match was the same. It was
and I think most of the time was wasted with unfortunately not wasted, but with Becky and Trish. They had a lot. That was a big long promo. Which
they got lots of time and
and I think they should have cut it down a little bit.
They should have
and let the women wrestle especially
more. It was a little bit of wrestling and then a lot of like waiting for wrestling and a lot of like promo. And I get it. It's Raw. They've got to make money through advertising and blah blah blah. But there was probably 45 minutes of wrestling and we were there for 4 hours. So there's a lot of
But the wrestling was worth it.
Not knocking it at all. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The moment of the night. I don't know about you, but for me, LA Knight came out.
Oh, totally.
Oh my God! Like, did I ever like?
Yeah,
I almost.
It's funny because we talked about it on the way up.
Yeah,
we were discussing.
We talked on the way up.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
6 hours there. We had 11 hours total, and there was not one pause of like, you know what, man?
That
like,
wasn't
let's just
not wrestling.
Yeah, that wasn't
all we
not
talked
wrestling.
about was wrestling all day. So
pretty much. When there was like that, gonna be an awkward pause. It was like, let me talk to you.
But we discussed it on the way up there, and Big D over here was a little pessimistic about him showing up, but
I wasn't sure. I didn't think
it was a packed card, so we didn't know if it was going to be timed, but then man,
I wasn't sure
when that hit,
his music, oh my God, like I just
crazy,
and his pop was so loud, it was as loud as Sammy's. It didn't go on as long, obviously, because he came out and then he went to the commentary table, which was weird because then like I wanted to hear what he was saying, but you don't
and that
hear
was
the
the biggest difference about the
live
versus watching TV.
For sure.
But it was super amazing.
Yeah,
it was
to
see Michael Cole there, and
my wife asked me how it was, and she's like, besides like our wedding day and the birth of our son, was it the best day of your life? And I was like, yes.
Easily.
It was.
Yeah.
Like it was just
it was so much fun. So Kevin Owens' dad was there and mom.
Yeah,
so
which I said to Chad before the show. Like there was an older guy sitting in the front row over to the right, kind of where like the cameras would pan, and I was like, God, that guy looks like Kevin Owens' dad.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh no, blah blah blah. And then of course Kevin Owens points him out in the crowd. I was like, yeah, oh my God. Like, so
then he got surrounded.
Yes,
by a bunch of people.
They wanted his autograph. Yeah. Can you imagine this old guy? He's like, he's probably a plumber or something.
Yeah.
Like, not a.
But he's Kevin Owens' dad.
He signed him. Yep, he signed all that stuff. But it was incredible. We went to Raw. Raw was the Chad, and
it was amazing.
Yeah, it really was. And like the next day, because Chad and I were up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So like I had to get up the next day and take care of my son. I was like, oh my God. Like, I felt like
we got home at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. We left at 11 a.m. Monday. Got home Tuesday morning at 6:30.
Driving into Kingston as the sun's coming up. Like just two Mega Douches.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Just been on some journey to
still talking about wrestling.
Yep. The whole way.
Yeah. I think we let me talk to you right into Kingston.
Yep, we definitely did. and how we would have booked it.
Yeah, totally.
How we're gods.
Yeah.
XYZ.
There's a lot of booking decisions made.
Yeah. But it was incredible. Like if you ever get it, like if you've never done it before and you have the chance to go to a live televised event, definitely
go for it.
Yeah,
just for the crowd.
Honestly,
sit anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think there would have really been a bad seat.
Even
the house,
up in the nosebleeds, like it was still you had a clear view of the ring. Guys coming in and out of the ring. So and it's just for the crowd energy.
Oh man,
for sure.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah. So thanks again, Chinlock, for winning those tickets.
Thank you very much.
Totally. Yeah, you made the Chad's day. Mm-hmm. The Raw's Chad. Well, maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, and we'll get
when we're famous.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
and I'll take a chop next time, maybe.
Yeah, you could
start working on that.
Yeah, you definitely could. Yeah. But that's where we've been and what we've been doing, and kind of leading up to Payback's coming up, the next pay-per-view. Not much really announced for that, but
a couple,
a couple little things. But
we'll probably we'll talk about that afterwards.
Yeah,
it's coming up this weekend. Just a big thing in AEW All In.
Yes, quickly we'll go over AEW. Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Neither did I. Yeah,
you didn't watch it?
No.
Apparently, it was pretty good.
It was worth the money, I heard. So and that's the biggest thing. And it was 81,000.
Yeah. Apparently, it was more than WrestleMania 32, which WWE claims to be the biggest.
Yeah.
So
regardless,
take that with a grain of salt.
They stuck 80,000 people in there. The crowd was wild.
Yeah. Chris Jericho sang himself to the ring.
Exactly.
Like Sting came out to seek and destroy. Like I would have lost. Like that. Those two things right there would have been worth.
And there was tributes to Bray Wyatt as well. With the House of Black. So kudos to the other federations for recognizing the guys.
For sure, and they should
do.
Right?
And for sure, Bray Wyatt was huge.
Yeah.
So again, like we said, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk.
Yeah, to the
and Bob Barker.
And Bob Barker.
Almost at the dollar mark.
Yeah.
Without
going over.
That's
he made her.
You got it.
But yeah, that's about it, Chad. That's the WWE landscape and what we've been doing, where we've been. So
you got it. And we'll be back soon with more WWE action.
That's right.
So until next time, if you can't wrestle each other,
Rassle This.
dig it.
We'll see you next time.